Hello, my people. Happy Friday. Lady Rose here. How y'all guys doing? It's Friday. So, yeah, let's go work. And it's the end of the week. Y'all guys gonna have a great end of the week. Great weekend. Do not Friday too much and do not Saturday too much as well. Yeah, thanks to all my new subscribers. And I do appreciate y'all guys, my returning subscribers. Thanks for your support. I love you. So, guys, you know, on this channel, we support Harry and Meghan and we expose the anti-black racism, the treatment of Meghan Markle by the English racist white people media. That's what we do on here. So y'all guys come with the activism spirits. Drop all the comments down below. I will respond to every single one of them whenever I get a chance to. Yeah, let's talk and discuss this one here and try to learn how to teach these people how to treat people of color, to treat us. Okay? All right. So, guys, I was just traveling around the social medias. Guess what? I saw my people, the people of Nigeria, the Nigerian TV. Everybody is so pissed. Because why? One of these UK racist white dude took it to the media to call Nigeria, to compare Nigeria to Nazi Germany. And guess who are Germans? The UK monarchy is German. Those people changed their identity, changed their names from Martin Button from Martin Burg something Berg to Button, Windsor. Windsor's not their name. It's the name of where the castle is located. They gave themselves that name. In French, they call them les usurpateurs. If I'm not lying. Those people changed their name. They are from Saxe, Coburg, and Gotha monarchy. From Germany. That's where Princess Victoria or Queen Victoria's wife, when she was a princess. That's where her prince came from Germany. So these people, they are criticizing their own people. They are criticizing their own greats. These people changed to Windsor in 17 something. They used to be Motterburg something. And then they changed to Button. Les usurpateurs. So you gotta compare Nigeria to Nazi, to Hitler. Guess what you guys, the forefathers, did? Guess what your great people did? Guess what? Under Queen Victoria, we were still being sold like a hot bread around the Caribbean, around the America. Do you know our cousins, the black Americans? Do you know them? And do you know us, the Africans, the African descents? Do you know us? You guys cut our fingers. You guys mistreated us. You guys trashed us, trashed our countries, stole everything that belonged to us. And you have the audacity to call us the Nazis. Who are the real Nazis? Our blood will never make you guys at peace. You all guys will never be at peace and will never die at peace. All of y'all guys' death are gonna be painful for what y'all guys did to us. And now you have the audacity. Look at this level of gaslighting. I mean, it's like the entire group of these people, the entire people that the English monarchy hired and put on the social media, they're all narcissists. Those people are mentally ill, all of them. I can't believe you human beings have this capacity of gaslighting a race. What y'all guys did to us, you want to throw it on to us. Dude, you sold us. You sold us, kept us as capital, like your bank account. You made our mothers, our greats, our ancestors to breastfeed your children. Because something is wrong with you, was wrong with you, your women anatomies. I believe something was wrong with your women anatomies if you could take our ancestors to feed your babies. You are nobody to compare nobody to no Hitler. You guys are Hitler descendants. You guys are from Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. Y'all guys go ahead with our learning. We're all sitting down here educate ourselves. Let's Google these people. Let's research. Thank you, Jesus, for Google. Thank you, Google Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Google. These people are nothing. They are not English. The only pure blood English person there was Princess Diana. And this other one here. This one, the other heartless who disappeared, the one everybody's looking for on the social media. So those people came straight from Germany. And remember the King Leopold of Belgium? He is these people's cousin also. They are all the same. They are Germans. And none of them are English. English people sitting down there entertaining these people, y'all need to sit down there and Google and learn. Dr. Google has everything. You just refuse to learn. You just accept to act dumb. Because somebody told you it was okay to be racist and therefore you just kind of are sitting down there clapping. And meanwhile, these people are using your money to live their best lives. Open your eyes. It's not late. It's never late. These people killed us. They massacred like the people. They did a horrifying thing on this planet to compare Nigeria to any Nazi. Nazi is their great-grandfather. Remember the prince who abdicated, the king, Edward, I believe the 8th or whatever, or Edward something, or George, maybe George the 5th or George the 8th, I don't know. I don't really like to dig too deep into these people because if I think about these people did to my ancestors, I do not even want to know them damn names, and I do not really want to even memorize none of these nonsense people's names. They are not good people. They do not deserve our time right now because they came here and exposed their racism towards us. The king said that he doesn't like our culture. It's on the social media here. He said he doesn't like black countries. He likes the white Commonwealth countries. And meanwhile, our African leaders are quiet. I haven't heard any of y'all guys. It's been 3 days. I've been talking about this thing here continuously. Y'all need to man up. Y'all need to man up, African leaders. Y'all need to man up, Caribbean leaders. Y'all need to man up, all the black leaders. Man up! What's wrong with you? Meanwhile, these people are sitting around here destroying our sister. What did little Meghan do to some 60-year-old white man? What little Meghan did do to all the 60-year-old white woman? Commonwealth black leaders, y'all need to wake up. It's time already. So guess what? When the king, that Edward, whatever, or George abdicated, got married to this woman who was an American actress who was married maybe 20 times. Was married to all the militaries around, but was married to everybody, including that king's courtiers. Before she went and got married to that king who abdicated. And you want to compare that to Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle was married once, 2, 3 years, and divorced, and then got married. So you want to tell Meghan Markle if she was in some abusive relationship, she just had to stay there? Why the hell did your king divorce? And I do not believe Diana was abusing that guy. That guy's a narcissist. He's petty as a F. Camilla is divorced from a Packable. So you want to sit down there, amplify Meghan's divorce? So Meghan was the only one. Meghan is the only person whose divorce has to be out there. But Camilla's divorce, children, guess what? Camilla is a mistress. She was a King Charles mistress, and she was going with King Charles to sleep in Princess Diana's bed, allegedly. It's on the internet. It's not coming from me. And you know what? The king, that guy, Charles, he is divorced. He divorced Diana, and he was sleeping with this one here in his grandmother's home. And also in Diana's bed. Go figure. It's all on the social media. It's allegedly, it's also reported by their own people. It's not reported by us. Do you see my face? I never even been on to those people's kingdom. I don't know nothing about them. We all reading here. We're learning from the social media. It's allegedly. So guess what? They just blame Meghan for being divorced. They just amplify Meghan. So Meghan, when you black, everything of yours has to be treated differently. When you're white, yours is going to be whitewashed and nobody ain't going to talk about it. That's how these people roll. You can't gaslight us. You did it to our ancestors, did it to our parents, did it to everybody. You can't do it to us. I'm just letting you know that. And before you know, the real big C gonna catch up to you. This fake one here did not work well. These people, they are so sickening. So sickening. So sick. So Edward or George, that king, after abdication, he moved to Germany. That's where he spent all his entire life. Because why? Germany is the land of his ancestors. The Albert guy, Albert Mountbatten something, Martenburg something, it's not even Mountbatten. They even switched to that Mountbatten. Look at what money can do. Look at what the power can do. And y'all sat down there, those people walking on you like they're walking on old wine plantation. And then you want to come here and hate on Meghan and hate on black people and criticizing our country. Let me put a few Nigerian journalists here so y'all guys could listen to what they are saying about this incident. Yeah, so my beautiful Nigerian sisters and brothers are right here on the morning show talking about this incident. It's Rise News.
The three-day visit of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to Nigeria continues to generate reactions globally. The royals were in Nigeria on the invitation of the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, to promote Prince Harry's Invictus Games, which he founded in 2014 for the rehabilitation of wounded servicemen through sports and other activities. While many Nigerians welcomed the royals with open arms, the media in the United Kingdom barely reported their visit, owing to the crisis within the royal family, which prompted the Duke and Duchess to step down from official duties. On Tuesday, Christopher Wilson, a journalist on the British royal family, in a now-deleted tweet, compared Prince Harry and Meghan to the Duke of Windsor, Edward, who abdicated his throne in 1937 to marry an American divorcee, Wallis, and also compared Nigeria to Nazi Germany. Well, his tweet reads, "Desperate to show his wife they were still royal in the eyes of the world, the Duke of Windsor took Wallis on a tour of Germany in 1937. They were greeted ecstatically. Nigeria's human rights records is not far short of Nazi Germany's." I mean, you know that Nigerians have come for Christopher. I mean, there are a lot of untruths in his tweet. First of all, Prince Harry did not abdicate his throne. He stepped down from official duties. He still has the title HRH at this moment. And obviously, we all know the story. I mean, a lot of historians know the story of the Duke of Windsor, who abdicated his throne to marry that American divorcee. And their visit to Germany was not a tour. We all know that, you know, they were Nazi sympathizers. But this was a horrible tweet, you know, that Nigerians will take him on this. Let's take some tweets. This is from Daniel, who wrote, "Look like the powerful Nigerian government or kings or whoever ordered the monarchy to shut down their royal rat. Christopher Wilson's racist, offensive comment about Nigeria. He compared Nigeria to Nazi. Now he realized he's in trouble and deleted his post." Well, Wilson said that he did not delete his tweet. Because of that, he wrote, "Not quite the truth. I deleted it because it had caused unanticipated offense." Another tweet from Oka, he wrote, "The British monarchy's genocide of my ancestors. But we are the Nazis. Nigerians won't forget this." They pulled up the Biafra genocide.
Yeah. Remember the history of Nigeria? Remember the history of West Africa? Those people killed lots of people. Did you hear what the sister said about the Biafra people, that the massacre that these people committed? Remember what these people committed in Kenya? The Mau Mau? Y'all guys drop some comments down here. We need all those history guys down here. Let's teach the world a little bit about what those people did to us. Let's teach them what they did to us around America. In those original 13 colonies of America. What they did to black people. What they did to us in Caribbeans. Let's remind them about all that. Comparing our country to Nazi Germany. Prince Harry did not abdicate any throne. He left y'all guys quiet because, guys, guess what? You wanted to kill his black wife. You wanted to unalive that black woman. Because of hate. Lots of you guys, all courtiers around here, thought probably Harry was going to marry your daughters. That's where the anger is coming from. Because in your eyes, a black woman does not deserve better. A black woman is a piece of metal. It's not a human with feeling. Yeah, the black woman does not have no feelings. She can be treated somehow. The black woman had to run for herself, for her life. She ran away, took her husband and left all y'all guys dirty whatever. And now y'all guys are mad. You can't leave her alone. She went to the land of her ancestors. You are mad about that. You went, took her ancestors, brought them to America. It led to this. She never been to her ancestors' land until few days ago. Now you gaslighting her. You turned your entire hate towards Meghan Markle towards Nigerians and the country Nigeria. What did we do to you? Gaslighters. Narcissists. Selfish, evil humans. That's what you stupid racists are. You are evils. Look at your portraits that's traveling around the social medias here and tell me that you are normal people, devil worshippers.
That's what they wrote in that article. Then Dr. Shola also wrote. She wrote, "Spot the difference. So desperate to racially abuse and denigrate Meghan Markle. Nigeria, her country of ancestry, is compared to Nazi Germany, May 2024. And her son, Archie, compared to a chimpanzee, May 2019. when challenged. Note the gaslighting words, unanticipated, never occurred to me. White people used to deny their racism. Case in point, vultures, Christopher Wilson and Danny Baker. White supremacy is a sickness. Then finally, Matt wrote, the lack of self-awareness by the British media is just mind-blowing. These are the same people who mowed down market women who were protesting against heavy taxation in 1929, mowed women down in cold blood and calling Nigerians Nazis. Yeah. It really is unbelievable. Yeah, you are right. Absolutely. That was the
war. It was
right.
It wasn't a riot. No.
And all so of that. I mean,
the word riot is another British propaganda. It was a war. The likes of the YN Wura and a couple of other women were killed, and a panel of inquiry was set up, and it showed how they just molested and killed those women because they were fighting for their rights in this country. These people are racist. That man that made that journalist that made that, whatever he is the height of racism. He's just so jealous because Harry and Meghan came to Nigeria and they got relevance, and it's in your face. It's going to hurt you till the very end. I hope that this racism eats your bile up and it continues to eat you up, because we can't continue this way. How would you relate them to what happened in Nazi Germany and the fact that they abdicated? At first, like you said rightly, the scenarios are different.
Very different.
Secondly, these people came for a worthy cause in Nigeria, which is the Victor's Game. To be able to support veterans. Harry has built a brand with this Victor's Game that goes around the world and has supported a lot of veterans, and that's something worth celebrating. But because of the hatred and the bile that you have against this guy, just let him be. I'm not saying everything Harry has done is perfect. There are some things I'll disagree with Harry and Meghan for, but on this, and you now call a particular population Nazi?
Yeah, because
what about your own Nazi states you have in that place called Britain? You know, with your monarchy that reigns supreme, that eats off the commonwealth of other people by doing nothing. What about your monarchy that took away all our resource in slave trade? You think we've forgotten Elephant and Castle? You think we've forgotten what you came to do here? That you took all our resource away and turned our tribes against each other to fight themselves? What about all the egregious things you've done for us in this continent? You've demeaned us. You say we are worthless, we're less than human beings, and you have the nerve and the unmitigated temerity to even go ahead and tweet this.
All right, a lot of points there.
There you go. Bring it on. Come, write wherever you wrote again. Let's see if you are man enough. Men in skirts. That's what y'all guys are. Racist, nonsense, dumb people. Y'all are so dumb like your mothers. So dumb. I mean, these people really, they don't learn their own history. They do not really know what their ancestors did to us, or they're just ignoring it. Y'all guys need to take your cameras here, my sisters, my black brothers, my sisters. Y'all need to take your cameras here so we could expose these people. It's like the message is really not going around enough. Or maybe they're just ignoring our videos. They are just scared to hear the truth. Because this is what those people are. They don't like the truth. They hate the truth. Anytime you tell racist truth, they're going to tell, well, no. They're just going to kind of minimize everything you tell them. They're just trying to ignore it because guess what? They came from evil. They're not humans. A guy here, his name used to be what? David Icke or Ike or Ink. I used to follow that dude when I was young. Yeah, that dude will tell you the truth about these people. These people are not human beings. Because any human being wouldn't do what these people did to us. And right now they're gaslighting us. And they switching their story around to make it be like we are those bad people. Meanwhile, they did what they did to us. It's in their books. It's in the libraries. Teach your children. Teach your children about slavery. Teach your children about the colonization. Teach your children what these people did to us. They built their countries with our resources. Everything you see around here, it's ours. And then they have the audacity saying that they do not want to give us anything after everything that they have belongs to us. Do you see the level of that audacity? Do you see it? So sickening, racists. So sickening. These people have no shame. The bad thing is that they are not too smart. That's what it is. Let's continue. Let's continue this.
2019, another tweet. I mean, this was from Ben, who posted a picture of, I believe, Buhari at that time, when, at that time, it was Prince Charles and the Queen Consort, now Queen Camilla, visiting. But they were not trolled. They weren't trolled.
The last week, the weekend exposed just how, number one, ignorant a number of British people are, because the kind of lies they spewed out in terms of fact was mind-boggling. You then ask, don't they have history? Don't they have geography in their curriculum in school? They were saying things about Nigeria that was absolutely false, didn't have. And even when Nigerians tried to challenge it, they had the audacity to argue with us as to the facts about our nation. So it just exposed for me ignorance at a very deep level. It reminded me of that interview that Chimamanda Adichie, Ngozi Adichie had in France, where she was like, oh, that question exposes your ignorance when you ask certain things.
Yes.
The second thing it exposes how deeply racist, unfortunately, Britain still is. The only difference between the visit in 2018 and this, and the narrative of Nigeria as a nation, were the people involved. And the fact that there's just an inexplicable hatred or dislike for Meghan Markle. And very often, a number of people, beyond the whole controversy of the leaving of, deciding not to be working royals, is the fact that she has the audacity to be half black. And that is quite unfortunate. They had a brilliant visit to Nigeria. It was great to see them promote. I love the footage of Prince Harry playing sitting volleyball, just showing himself, as one of the people. And I mean, for me, I just think that they should quit with it. And you cannot come for Nigeria. Nigeria gave it to them.
They gave it to them 100%. You know that they wouldn't. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, there are persons who are anti-monarchists. When the Queen died, we had some people protesting, complaining about the monarchy. We had, when Prince Charles' coronation was taking place and he became King Charles, there were people protesting about the monarchy. So you have these anti-monarchists. But within the English laws, the right to protest is guaranteed. There's something they call the Police, Riot Suppression Act. And then under Articles 10 and 11 of the European Court of Human Rights Law, you can protest. So you will find people who may not like people within the royalty who will do so. However, where this Christopher Wilson is coming from, whether he's an anti-monarchist or just a commentator, he is wrong to compare Nigeria to Nazi Germany. Anybody will see that we are not Nazi Germany.
Absolutely not.
And Nigerians demonstrated this with the hospitality, that with which they received.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to learn about where the UK monarchy people came from, their great-grandfather, Victoria's husband, came straight from the Kingdom of Germany, the Saxo-Coburg-Gotha. And guess what? Victorian mother, it's also German. Yes, you heard me right. Do you know the King Leopold of Belgium? Princess Victoria's mother and the King Leopold, their mothers are sisters. No, it's a brother. It's a brother and sister. One gave birth to Leopold I, and one gave birth to Princess to Queen Victoria's mother. Go research these people. They are Germans, of full-blown blood Germans. And now the English people singing around saying those people are English monarchy. The ignorance level is just so sickening. It's so stupid. Y'all so stupid and dumb. Go learn about your history. Go learn about your king before you're going to sit down here and write nonsense about Nigeria. comparing the Nigeria to stupid Nazi of yours, of your own ancestors. Because y'all are inbred around here, maybe half of y'all guys around there are also Germans. I'm just saying. Did you hear me? Did you? Lots of y'all guys are not real English people. Go figure.
A very meaningful visit. You know, within the English laws, the right to protest is guaranteed. There's something they call the Police, Riot Suppression Act. And then under Articles 10 and 11 of the European Court of Human Rights Law, you can protest. So you will find people who may not like people within the royalty who will do so. However, where this Christopher Wilson is coming from, whether he's an anti-monarchist or just a commentator, he is wrong to compare Nigeria to Nazi Germany. Anybody will see that we are not Nazi Germany.
Absolutely not.
And Nigerians demonstrated this with the hospitality, that with which they received the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex. It was a very colorful visit, a very meaningful visit, and I thought that the visit of the, Successes, in fact, further advertise the connection between Nigeria and Britain, and further positively projected the strong ties that both Britain and Nigeria, have together. So for anybody to now try to misinterpret that is shocking. Indeed, it's not just this Christopher Wilson. I pointed out during the week how one of the newspapers, I think was it Daily Mail, said Arihu, and then added some snide remarks about Meghan Markle there, which I don't want to repeat. So again, you are right. There's some resentment for the one who will not be king, and this is American wife, who some people think a star doesn't fit into their own perception of British conservatism. But on the whole of it, it was a great visit. It was a good visit, and Nigerian people acquitted themselves honorably. It was great fun to see Meghan Markle dressed in Nigerian fashion attire, relating with Nigerians.
Absolutely. It was a beautiful, beautiful trip. The royals were welcome to Nigeria. I mean, the ties also that you didn't mention was our Nigerian princess now. She came in here as a British royal, and she left as a Nigerian princess, Meghan Markle. I mean, I met both of them. Let me just blow my horn. I met both of them at the polo match. Yes, I mean, I thought they were just gracious, really. Congratulations. It was great advertisement for Nigeria as a whole.
Where's that picture of Ojineka?
No, we'll find it.
Yeah, and now comes another series of racists.
And I'll tell you this, you'll know this, Michael, you've been on enough royal tours. There's no way our royal family would set foot in Nigeria, a country female mutilation, genital mutilation is rife, where women's rights basically don't exist, where hundreds of kids are regularly kidnapped by extremist Islamic groups. This is not a country that should be endorsed by anyone, certainly not our royal family. And these two neophytes, they're naive in what they're doing. They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
I couldn't tell you the number of royal tours I've been on, and what you say is absolutely right. Nigeria, the Foreign Office and the American State Department both say it's a dangerous destination, you must not go there. It vies with Johannesburg in South Africa to be the murder capital of the continent. And you and I know that in that country there's industrial scale boiler rooms of people who are ripping off people around the world, internet fraud, wholesale internet fraud, defrauding old ladies, stealing identities, and none of that is ever prosecuted. Now, as we know, there he is on his polo pony playing in favour of one of his African charities. As we know, Prince Harry came back and said this country was not safe enough for him. He took his father's government government to court over it. Eventually, a judge slapped him down and said he couldn't have a permission to appeal. Otherwise, he would have appealed. Now, he's gone to that country there where it's an extremely dangerous place. He had, admittedly, 4 burly bodyguards with him, but how he can maintain that the level of armed protection for him when he's in this country. And when we saw him here last week, he had very, very adequate protection.
Yeah, did y'all hear them saying their monarchs couldn't go to Nigeria because it's very dangerous? But in 2018, I believe, I saw this guy, Charles, with his what do you call her? The escort. Yeah, I saw them with the President Buhari. If you guys don't know, that used to be the president of Nigeria, Buhari. I saw them on the picture together. And Nigeria was not dodgy Nigeria. Before few days ago, the Queen escort's son was in Nigeria. Yeah. So when Meghan and Harry went there, all of a sudden it became very dangerous. That their monarchs couldn't go there. Their royal family couldn't go there, but we just saw the picture. On the other video where we had my beautiful sisters and brothers there talking about these people. So these people, they just, you know, Judge Judy, what she used to say? If you want to tell lies, at least have good memory. Those people tell lies and they do not have good memory. That's what I do call it in Espanol, la logorea, la lojorea. They talk too much to mean nothing. And they don't even know what they're talking about because they have no point. They can't even lie to themselves. How do you lie to your own conscience? How do you do that? I've seen dumb people, but that level of dumbness, this is the Guinness World Book level of dumbness. Your own president was there. I never seen so much hate in my life until right now here in 2020. It started 2019 when Meghan Markle got married to those people, to the prince. That's when we saw these people, the racists took their racism gloves off to trash this beautiful woman. Because guess what? They couldn't get her. Look at their women. Look at their wives. Look at all those women sitting down here watching Meghan on TV, on social medias. Nigeria is that dangerous place and that poor. And you guys are using trusts to using Meghan Markle's name to collect money to feed the people of your people. Shame on you. And meanwhile, some people are being entertained. Their shoes are being tied for them. They feed them. They do everything for this Charles guy. With your money.
The highest levels of poverty in living memory amongst children. And these figures have risen dramatically over the last few years. So we've got probably the highest levels of poverty in living memory amongst children. And these figures have risen dramatically over the last few years. So we've now got 4.3 million children who are officially in poverty. 3 million children will be missing meals at some point during the course of this month. 1 million children last night and tonight will be sleeping without a bed of their own. This is a level of destitution for some families that we haven't seen for many, many years. You know, I grew up in a mining and textile town. We saw a great deal of poverty when I was growing up, and we're back to these kind of levels, and it really is something that demands urgent attention. Children ill-clad and hungry, families having to choose between eating, and keeping clean, mothers ashamed because they're having to queue up at food banks to get food for the children to make ends meet. These are all the things that are now happening that should not be happening. As the Trussell Trust has reported today, saying that they have had to give out 3 million food parcels in the last year. It should not be happening in 2024.
You're someone who's very instilled in your community, in Fife, and it does really hit me, when you say that you're seeing poverty now that you didn't see or you only saw many years before. What kind of things are you witnessing then now?
Well, we're running a multi-bank, which is a food bank, clothes bank, furnishings bank, toiletries bank, baby bank, all rolled into one. And so last winter, people were desperate for bedding just to keep warm. They'd stopped heating their homes and they were simply trying to heat themselves. As we move into these summer months, toiletries, people cannot afford or consider soap and shampoo and toothpaste as a luxury item. And that's why the biggest hospital admissions for children under 10, between 5 and 9, is for dental decay. And that's 3.5 times higher in the poorer communities than in the richer communities. So we're seeing austerity's children. These are the children born in the last 15 years, children who are growing up poor, who've probably never known what it is to be anything other than poor. And they don't have the clothes, they don't have the shelter that is of high quality, and they don't get the...
Did y'all hear that? The Trussell Trust, the company, the non-profit that's using Meghan Markle's American Rivera's name to collect funding to feed the people of UK. Did y'all hear that? It's not coming from me, coming from their media.
It is the biggest social problem we face. It is dividing our society, and it's going to get worse because the government has, in the last few weeks, given up on all the emergency help it was giving for heating. It's going to abolish the household support fund, which is the last line of defense against destitution. And we have charities now advertising for help because they anticipate summer hunger for children who are out of school without school meals and nothing in the lunchtime break. These are the kind of problems we're dealing with, and these are the problems that I do think any government minister, if they came around the country, if they actually visited communities, and we're talking about Wales, Scotland, the North East, the North West, the Midlands, and many parts of London and the South, they would see that these are real problems facing families who just cannot make ends meet. And most of them are people who are in jobs. 70% of children in poverty are in families where someone is working. So it's a problem of low pay as well as a problem of poor benefits.
You speak, very movingly of these children who don't have a bed, who don't even have toothpaste, things that you and I would just take completely for granted. What specifically are you calling for? What needs to happen?
Well, I'm talking about the September financial statement that I believe Jeremy Hunt is going to make. And it's only really a few weeks until then.
Well, guys, I can't finish this because it's a long video. So did you all guys hear that? Nigeria is a poor country. But I do not believe people in Nigeria sleep hungry or they sleep outside because they ain't got no place to go. They might not have light. But guess what? They will sleep in a house and they will eat a goosey soup. And ogbono. They got that. All right, my people. So I'm going to talk to y'all guys tomorrow. Have a blessed Friday. Please subscribe to Isabella Bex. Let's get this sister to 5,000 subscribers so she could bless more Sussex-friendly channels. And go to all the Sussex-friendly channels and subscribe there. Let's get Byron to 1 million. Let's get the Duchess Royale to 1 million. Let's get Lady Rose to 1 million and Isabella Bank to 1 million. Everybody else, let's go around and bless all the people who are supporting Harry and Meghan. Let's share the videos and join their lives and comment under their videos. All right, guys. Bye for now. I'll talk to you all.